lishona ilanga zoqale lethu ngamalahle ngezinkuni nangomlilo uma lishona libomvu ezantsi lisithele ezintabeni zoqale lethu ubumnyama buzozithoba lo mhlaba uzofunda ukuthi nezinkanyezi ziyakhula otshanini phakathi kwamabili umhlabathi uzokhanya njengesibhakabhaka izimpisi nezinyamazana zizoswela ugodi losithele around a fire a century breaks free to save its daughters from the flames and its sons from the matches to put skin back to bone bone back to blood blood back to body no more burning until peace is as simple as stillness. Around a fire, Gogo calls us by name, carefully passes each letter through her teeth, taught us to never allow ourselves to be misnamed or mispronounced, never allowed to be displaced. Gogo calls us by name. Usibiza ngezibongo njengembongi, ekhuluma ngathi uyalolozela, izwi lakhe lingumculo, igoma engapheli namanje ngimuzwa esithi zidle ngemvelaphi yakho mntanami isiko lakho liyisipho sakho esivela kwabaphansi Gogo calls us by our spirit and we respond to the anointing and we respond to the calling Gogo calls us by name rona re ma-Afrika re dinaledi our ancestors call us to dance our ancestors call us to sing summons a lineage of ancestry to come and see that their children are still here, alive and majestic. Gogo calls us by our name. Usibiza ngezibongo njengembongi, ekhuluma ngathi uyalolozela. Izwi lakhe lingumculo, ingoma engapheli namanje ngimuzwa esithi zidle ngemvelaphi yakho mntanami. Isiko lakho liyisipho esiphuma kwabaphansi. Gogo calls us by our name. Rona re ma-Afrika re dinaledi. Our elders call us to sing. Our ancestors call us to dance. Summons a lineage of ancestry to come and see that their children are still here, alive and majestic. Gogo calls us by our spirit, and we respond to the anointing, and we respond to the anointing, and we respond to the calling. If we remember ourselves, we can fly. Do not forget, we are made in nature, and the gold beneath this land also runs in our blood, endless. We inherit history in our bodies, even if we forget, the blood remembers. Remember, African child, you are made in magic.
The forced darkness sheds no load from our heavy hearts. Day zero quenches us of the very thought of thirst. Our months are longer than our salaries, food prices taller than our hunger, corruption the new official language for the round-bellied. Freedom, once a slippery soap, has become nothing but a figment of our imagination. South Africa, you have been through a lot. For the past 2 years, you've been holding your breath, chanting silent prayers, watching on as your children gasp for air, fighting for their next inhale. The windows to their souls displaying a desperate fear. Their smiles to their graves remaining hidden, their loved ones at death posing the worst threat. Dignified goodbyes, a risky luxury best left to wonder. South Africa, you have had to deal with a lot. The idea of you helplessly bearing witness to your young as they set your house on fire, your children senselessly looting away the better life for all once promised, too blind to see that it's not the shops but their own souls they leave empty, their leaders propagating that one man's freedom is a worthy cause, writing themselves into history as the conveners of chaos, proving to the world that rationality indeed escapes an empty stomach. South Africa, you have suffered a lot. As if the inexplicable murders of your daughters by your sons is not enough, teary-eyed Mother Nature's rainfalls force you to sit in audience to your progeny being washed away into lifelessness, their homes floating off with unlived dreams, families holding back their tears, too afraid to contribute even a droplet to the floods that leave many wanting, refusing to admit that the beautiful ones might be dead, betting rather on the soothing belief that the beautiful ones are just missing, and the search still continues. South Africa, you have struggled enough. Enough for you to give it all up and surrender yourself to your fate. But as I stand at the balcony of your topmost floor, ready to take in the fresh breeze of the ocean and receive my good morning kiss from the rising sun, I am amazed at the life you sound at my sightful ears. The whistling taxis, the roaring buses and the whispering trains, all painting songs of a country filled with endless possibilities. Back and forth your children ride with a new hope for something better to come. The domestics, the teachers and the nurses, the petrol attendants, the doctors and the watrons, the physios, the police and the lawyers, the actors, the therapists and the eager interns, all ready and willing to work and build this country up again and again and again.